When I say this semester picked me up, threw me in a tornado, that tornado was spinning and then spit me back out.
I know that way will never be much stronger, but I was trying to be with you much longer. I don't need nobody else, you know that you take over.
Thumbnail. Hey you guys, it's your girl Kyla Renee and welcome back to my channel. And as you can tell by the title, I am doing a semester recap video. Y'all, when I say this semester picked me up, threw me in a tornado, that tornado was spinning and then spit me back out, because I'm here now and I'm still alive, willing, doing good. Like, this semester was a lot and I'm here to tell y'all about it. So I'm here doing this semester recap video. I have some snacks, I have milk, I have some cookies from Trader Joe's that dip in the milk. I have some chips and dip. And I know it's probably like, this is a weird combination. It is very much so a weird combination, but eating different foods don't like affect my stomach. Like, I can eat seafood and turn around and eat a chocolate cake and I'll be alright. But yeah, y'all, we're just gonna get straight into the video. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Ooh, I think I'm finna get my glasses so give me a better like a college look. Hold on. So the ones I was imagining, I feel like they in my work bag and I couldn't find them. But I have these. Let's see. I feel like they're too much. And then I have these. Okay. I'm still doing no glasses stuff. You're just gonna see me raw and up there. To start out the video, I made some points on what I want to talk about. So I'm gonna be talking about Greek life, work, relationships, personal life, self-care, like just the whole 9 yards. I am now a second semester sophomore at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. I am a marketing major. I'm still trying to declare my concentration or collateral, but I'm probably gonna do supply chain or like digital marketing. I'm in a sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I'm in a program called Volunteer Impact Academy. Yeah, I think that's a good, like, I feel like I'm in some other stuff that I'm not saying, but that's a good overall like boom about me. So let's just get started. This semester is my first semester fully in a Greek organization. So like I said, I'm a second semester sophomore going into now, but this past semester I was a first semester sophomore, and I joined my sorority my freshman year, spring 22. So coming into this school year, we first hit it out strong with Meet the Greeks. So we first got to school and I believe Meet the Greeks was the first day of school, I believe, y'all. Yes, Meet the Greeks was the first day of school. So with that being the first day of classes, I was in night team leader. So before Meet the Greeks, I came to school early because I'm in night team leader, which is a program for incoming freshmen to like get adjusted to campus, learn leadership skills, meet new people, things of that nature. So if you are a student at the University of Tennessee, I highly recommend you look into Ignite. So I started out with that, so I got to school early, maybe a week before everyone else. So I had to be the team leader for my group of the amazing people that I met. I loved everybody who was in my group. Like, they were the best people ever. But I was the team leader for that. With coming to school early, we still had practice for Meet the Greeks. When I was home for the summer, we did virtual practice, and when I got to school, we did in-person practice. So before classes even started, y'all, like, we were practicing. First day of classes come and Meet the Greeks. So I got all of my classes, Meet the Greeks. We were definitely like, whoo, that is out the way. Like, once we did the performance, like, okay, no more practicing, we good, cool. We didn't have to practice for anything for about a good little minute, I guess you would say. But then the step show came, and y'all, let me tell you about this. So when this step show came, we did not understand at first, us being neos, us being our first semester for real. I mean, we were in a semester for spring, but school got out in May, and we we had our presentation show in April. So with us first semester, we never like performed on a college campus. We never understood like how in depth or how much you would really need to practice to actually have a good show and to win, which we did win the show, y'all. But we were practicing, like, we were practicing non-stop, like back to back. At first we tried to do like practices 2 times a week or whatever, and then we realized like, hey, this show is catching up, so we have to practice. So eventually it started to be like 5 days a week, every day after classes. Like, once everybody was out of work, out of classes, like, it got very back to back. And when I say, y'all, that was so tiring. Like, that was so tiring, and I was not prepared for that at all. I knew how it was when we were practicing for our presentation show, but I was not prepared at all for us being quote unquote free and then having to have classes, have work, have personal life, and practicing for 2 to 3 hours every day. Like, I was exhausted, I was tired. I still had to work because I had to get money, but we're gonna talk about work in just a minute. but it was very tiring. And that was my first glimpse of how Greek life is on campus, and that was just performance. Like the only two things I talked about was performance. But you have to think about Greek life is not just strolling, it's not just about performing, it's not just about like showing your face at events, but like school events or whatever. You have to plan events, you have to have chapter meeting, you have to conduct, like you have to run a chapter. And my position in my chapter right now, I'm the community service and fundraising chair. So which is called second anti, but that's basically what I do. And so I have to plan community service events because one of our principals is service, so we have to do community service. I have to plan fundraising events because the chapter doesn't run without money. Like you have to have money to have events, you have to have money to pay fees, you have to have money to pay dues, like you have to have money. So doing that, with having to work, with performing for the step show, having chapter meeting, and not only am I the community service and fundraising chair, you have to think about its other positions with the chapter. So you have to cater to those, you have to be on committees to vote, you have to plan. Like it's a lot of things you have to do. And I didn't know the depth of that. I didn't know. I'm kind of uncomfortable, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't know how like how much it was gonna be. I didn't know how much work being in a chapter was gonna be. And especially my chapter, it was only 9 members. We currently have 8 because one just graduated, but it was only 9 of us. So we're a smaller chapter on a PWI campus, but we still have to represent because not only because we're small. I'm out of breath, y'all. Golly, I just started talking. Being a small chapter, more of us will have to show up to things. We have more responsibility. If we want our face to be shown, like we can't only have one of us go out, and all of us may be tired, but it's only 9 of us and we have to represent some type of way, and you have to make it work. Out of the 9, 7 of us were neos, so we were all getting used to everything it is for being Greek life on campus, and I love it. I love being Greek. I love the business part. Of course I love to stroll, I love to perform, but I'm more so like the business side of a sorority girl. Like I love seeing how it conducts, I love seeing how chapter meetings work, I love planning events, seeing like planning and then seeing it like executed. Like I just love it. And that's even with my YouTube channel, like recording, editing, and then seeing the finished product. It's just like, oh my goodness, like all my work, look at it. But just having all of that, like it was definitely very eye-opening. This semester was definitely not a trial run because we did very well in my opinion, but it was definitely like, okay, this is how it works. So now you have to figure out how to balance, how to keep your mental health afloat, how to keep your self-care, how to keep your job, your grades, everything afloat with having this Greek life aspect. So now I believe I got it figured out. I'm not gonna have it perfect, of course, but I definitely believe I have it somewhat figured out, or somewhat how to balance this effectively while keeping my personal thing going and keeping anything else I may have going on afloat. Whew, another breath, hold on. Another thing with Greek life, this kind of gonna go into my personal life aspect, but we travel. We tried to go to different campuses, try to go to different homecomings, we tried to go to different like just travel. So keep in mind, we doing business events, whatever, throughout the week. Weekend, Friday to Sunday, we'll be going to another school, seeing what it's like on their campus, meeting them, connecting with different Greek organizations and different Greek people, and then we come back to school and doing the same thing. So it's like we were going on stuff, and I'm definitely really proud of me and my sisters because I think we did really good this semester. Like I really think we did. There's definitely room for improvement. It definitely things we need to improve on. There's definitely things we could change for next semester, and definitely things that we reflected on and see how we could do next semester better. But I really think, like, for it to be our really first semester in this, I'm proud of us. Next thing, work. So y'all heard me say like I had a job throughout all of that. Just a little personal life about me. I know a lot of people that have like work as an option, and some people can work, some people have to work, like it's a priority. And for me, I thank the Lord. I really thank the Lord. I saved up enough money last year working, and then like the summer working for this semester, so it wasn't like a die-hard need that I needed to work, but I needed to work so my savings won't just, so I have bills to pay for. That's really it. Like I have monthly things I have to pay for. So I started working this semester. I didn't start in August. I think I started at the end of August or beginning of September. And maybe a month and like a week, I end up quitting my job. And before I quit the job, of course, I looked at my money, looked at how I was gonna be able to still pay my bills this semester. And I don't pay bills. Like I said, we were traveling, so travel fees, gas money, food, like I analyzed it, and I was okay. I was able to quit my job. But the only reason why I quit my job was because I couldn't find a balance between everything that I'm going to talk about in this video. And I felt that work was the thing that I need to eliminate, which probably wasn't. Now I'm sitting like, now I'm working hard this winter break, gonna work next semester, gonna work in the summer, like I'm gonna get my savings back up. But at that moment, the job was what I was willing to sacrifice, but it probably wasn't the best decision at all. But I did, and it definitely hurt my savings. It definitely did, because I wasn't having income. I wasn't doing anything to make any money, so I was just living off of what I saved and maybe what my family may send me here and there, but that wasn't often at all. And I had a birthday, so my birthday helped because I did get money from my family for my birthday. But I was just living off of what I saved. And like I said, I really thank the Lord that I was able to save as much as I did, and I thank the Lord that I know how to manage money. Like, I'm kind of good at managing money, but that probably just wasn't the best decision for me. And going into next semester, I definitely going to work. Like, it's no option, I have to work next semester. But like I said, this semester was very like a really good trial run for me or whatever, because now I see how I can balance it and see how much energy I need to put towards certain things and like what I need to do or whatnot. And definitely, y'all, if y'all go to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, I had an on-campus job. It was $12 an hour, and the hours were the same, like Monday through Friday, and then like on a Sunday. And I definitely suggest getting an on-campus job because it's right there, so you don't have to drive, you don't have to spend gas money going to work. You can walk to your job. They have set hours, and with it being an on-campus job, they're flexible. Like, they're flexible with the hours or whatever. So if you have a exam coming up, like that job, they didn't make you work. If you had an exam, if you wanted to, you could, but it wasn't like a penalty or whatever. Or if you have a big test, like, you can call out no more than like 5 hours before your shift, like you would know. So they were very flexible with an on-campus job, and the job was cool, but it just wasn't, yeah, it just wasn't for me. The job itself was a little too boring, I guess you'll say. So like, I was miserable kind of sitting at work, and you should never be miserable at a job. Even if it is a 9-to-5 job or just a little college, high school job, I really strongly believe you should not be miserable. Like, you should enjoy some type of way. You should have some type of coworkers that bring you joy. And I didn't have that. Like, the job, basically the job was like a call center type of job. So we would sit on the phone and call people the whole 4-hour shift, and it just wasn't me. Having all my energy taken throughout the day with classes, school, extracurricular, my sorority, practicing, and then having to get on the phone and talk to people all day, like, that just wasn't, that wasn't my cup of tea. But yeah, that's what ended up happening for me with work. And like I said, it was not the best decision. I probably should have sacrificed something else. I probably should have eliminated something else, but at that moment I chose a job, and now look at me. So learn from me. Once you look at everything you got going on, if your money's straight, by all means drop the job. But if it's not, don't put something that's not bringing you joy, happiness, money, knowledge over, that's it, all right. Basically, I'm just saying, don't put something else that's not benefiting you over making money, because the money is gonna benefit you, especially if you have bills to pay, if you have people to support, if you're trying to feed yourself, you're not having people send you money. The job is the best decision, so keep the job. Next, relationships. Why am I already smiling? Okay, so this semester I had me a little boo. I had a little boo. I didn't say boyfriend, I said a little boo. So I had a little boo this semester, and this little boo, okay, we're long distance, right? So I went to the University of Tennessee. He stayed in a whole different state. With a long distance relationship, it comes with, it's very different than having someone at your campus. Do I regret anything about being a part of this long distance relationship as far as like the long distance aspect? Not at all. But let me just tell y'all, I'm gonna give y'all the like story on us. So like I said, he lived in a different state, I lived in Tennessee. So, and he had a regular like 9-to-5 job, so Monday through Friday, whatever to whatever. And I was a college student, so I had classes, work, type of stuff. Like, basically Monday through Friday was not for us. Like, of course we text, get on the phone or whatever, but as far as seeing each other, Friday after my class, after his job, through Sunday was the time that we could actually see each other and whatnot. And with that, that comes a lot of dedication. It comes with a lot of dedication, definitely, and it comes with a lot of sacrifice, in my opinion, and it comes with having to put a lot of time and effort into that person. Like I said, Monday through Friday we did not see each other for real, not really. So it was really just the weekend, or if I had a break in school or whatever. So with us traveling to see each other on the weekend, it was like Monday through Friday, that's when we had to grind. Like Monday through Friday is when I did all my classwork. I spent like extra hours doing work that I know I could have did over the weekend, but I wanted to do it during the week because that weekend time is for him. Since we already don't see each other during the week, we might not talk all day when I'm in classes or he's doing work things or whatever. I just tried to make sure that the weekend was all time for him. Like I didn't have to do any work, I didn't have to like do any meetings or whatever. And of course it was times where I might have had some work I had to do, for like a virtual meeting I had to do or anything like that. But I tried to make sure like I just wasn't sitting there like a keyboard killer, like just doing work all the time. And it worked out. Like it definitely worked out in my opinion. But here's the but. So like I said, I keep repeating myself, but when I was there that weekend, or vice versa, when he was with me that weekend, we weren't doing anything else. So it's like, yeah, Monday through Friday, that's when you're busy, but sometimes on the weekend you may try to work on yourself. You may want to read a book, you may want to do some self-care items. I may want to edit a video for YouTube or do a TikTok. But since I was there during the weekends, or he was with me during the weekend, I wasn't focused on that. I was like, okay, I got my priorities done, I have my assignments done, I have the things I have to get done. So the weekend, I'm all yours, baby. Like that's the mindset I have. I'm not gonna say that's not good, but that's not good, because it's like I'm only doing what I have to do. I'm not doing what I really want to do on the weekends. I'm just being like, I'm just having my time towards him. And as the relationship as the boo-ship progressed, we realized that like it was like, dang, when I'm there, all his attention's on me. When he's there, all my attention's on him. Or even when I'm there, vice versa. Like we just had all our attention on each other, and that was just allowing us to stay in the place that we're in, and it wasn't allowing us to just do extra stuff for ourselves or do extra items. Like it just wasn't allowing us to grow. And we realized that, and we talked about it. So for instance, one time when I came down there, like we were working, I was in the video, he was doing what he had to do, and it wasn't like we were just talking to her all day or up on each other all day. It was hours. I'm into the computer, he into his, and we didn't really interact with each other until the end of the day. But that's when we realized that sometimes not sometimes, but just being in that person's presence matters. So even if you grinded hard doing work, if I'm grinding hard in the videos, studying for a test, and he grinded hard researching stuff or doing whatever he has to do, we're still in each other's presence, and that matters. So that's one thing definitely with long distance relationship, because this is my second, I keep saying relationship, y'all, bullshit. But I was in a long distance relationship my freshman year, and it did not work. And I used to always say, I'm not doing a long distance relationship. Like, no, that's just not what's happening. And when I got in this bullshit, like I didn't even have that mindset at all, because if you want to make it work, you will make it work. Like regardless, like I feel like the distance doesn't matter. Like with him, we made it work. We saw each other on the weekends, drove up there, drove back, vice versa, and we made it work. Like we made the long distance part work. But if you don't want it to work and your partner don't want it to work, it ain't gonna work, because y'all thinking, oh, it's the distance, y'all can't see each other during the week, y'all can't just be booed up. Like that's the thing with in-person relationships, or like relationships as college. Y'all can do work together on a Wednesday night, y'all can go to lunch together, y'all could go to a party together. But we couldn't do that because we only had that weekend. So that's why we tried to make sure our attention was on each other that weekend, but that's not what was best for us. So if you wanted to make it work, you can make it work. Like that mindset I used to have, that I'm not doing a long distance relationship, like that's out there. Like if it's a long distance person and we making it work, our conversations are good, we trying the best way to see each other, best way to make it work. Like if we just put it in the energy and the effort, like it will work. Like the distance doesn't matter. And then anyways, like sometimes you don't want to be that person to be in your city. Like me thinking, who I'm gonna date in Knoxville? Like, I mean, it may be somebody, don't get me wrong, like they may just ain't came or whatever, but I don't see nobody in Knoxville. And it's not like I'm searching for a long distance boo. But and that's all I have to say as far as relationships. Even when you with each other, even if you are in a long distance relationship, you're only able to see each other on the weekends, enjoy each other's presence, go out on dates, go have fun with each other. But if you have something to do what you have to do, because I'm guarantee you just sitting in that man's presence, or that man's just sitting in your presence, y'all are gonna enjoy that. And y'all gonna, like, you don't never know what conversation may spark. I'm in the video, he may be like, oh, how you do this, and learn it, and he may want to start a YouTube channel. But don't put what you want to do or your necessities or your priorities to the side just because you're seeing that person on the weekend. You only want to focus on that person. Because y'all can have fun, y'all can enjoy each other while still growing, while still bettering yourself, while still doing whatever. So yes, I'm out of breath once again. But yeah, that's what I have to say as far as relationships. And even with on-campus relationships, y'all, like, if you gotta study and you can't study with that man being in your bed, tell that man, I'm sorry, I need to study for this test. I'll talk to you when I'm done studying. Or, I'm sorry, I don't want to go to the party because I'm studying. Like, voice what you want, because this year, this next semester, whatever, like, your life is you. It's not that person. And you can't let someone else dictate or slow down your growth. If that person cannot be in your life while you're growing, like, no person should stop your growth. Not at all. No matter who they are, no matter their status, no matter their money, no matter their look, you should always be growing in any relationship, any friendship, relationship, familyship, whatever. You should always be growing. So next is personal life. So personal life, see, this would have been bad. I was about to say personal life is kind of like my relationship life, but that's another thing. You have to learn how to differentiate the two. Your personal life is not your relationship life, and your relationship life shouldn't be only dictated based on your personal life. Your personal life shouldn't revolve around that relationship, because you're still a person at the end of the day. This personal life aspect is going to be about YouTube and like my passions or whatever. So this semester, like I said, I was definitely overwhelmed, and I put what I love to do and what I wanted to do on the back burner. Like, I love to lay up and watch TV. I love to lay up and watch movies. I barely did any of that. YouTube is, y'all can look at the channel. Y'all can look at the rest of my channel and see that I didn't upload. I had 2 videos that I uploaded, and they were like 2 months apart. And my dream has always been to be a YouTuber. And I told myself, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna do this. But classes, schoolwork, all of that, I put all that on the back burner. Like, I was like, I just didn't pick up the camera. I didn't think about it. I didn't try to fit that into my schedule. I was like, well, my grades, I'm doing my homework, I'm doing my Zeta stuff, I'm good on my relationships, I'm good with this, like, I'm good. So I just wasn't focused on anything that I wanted to do. I let everything else consume me and take over my time, and I didn't do what I wanted to do. And reflecting on this semester, I definitely had plenty of time to do some YouTube videos. I have time to edit, but I just didn't make time to edit. Like, when it was time that I probably just scrolled on TikTok for hours, or just laid on the couch and maybe put something on in the background, or I put a party over editing. Maybe I knew I didn't want to go to that party, but sometimes you may have that fear of missing out. Or my sisters, my friends are like, Kyla, come on. I'm like, well, okay, I'm gonna come on. But I didn't have that discipline. I didn't have that, my voice discipline, that mindset, just be like, no, like, I need to do this, so I have something else to do, or I have something else I want to do. And I stunted my growth. Who knows, I could have been at 100K subscribers by now if I did YouTube. I could have, whatever. I mean, you can't always watch TV, but you know, like, I could have met more goals that I've had, or that I set for myself at the beginning of 2022, if I made myself a priority, if I put what I wanted to do first over whatever the case may be. I could have, but I just didn't. And I know how to go about it next semester for sure. Like, for sure that. For sure. Like, ain't no questions about it. Next semester, YouTube, a video every week. Like, it ain't no questions about it. It's gonna be a video every week. But I just have to figure out the best way for it. I have to look at my schedule, look at my work schedule, look at my Zeta schedule. Like, just make it work. And if it's something I need to cut it out. Say, hey y'all, I'm sorry, I actually can't come. Or, hey y'all, like, can someone help me plan this event so I can take more time off? I feel like it's stuff like that. It's communication, and that's all you need. Like, if you say it, you say it, and that's it. Like, you are you, and this is your life, and you are in control of your life. For sure that. For sure. Next thing, self-care. It was being very long. I did not know it was gonna be this long. And y'all gonna hear me talking about this in my, like, vision board video, because I think this one will get posted first, but turn on post notifications. See that? Last semester, how do I even put it? I'm saying self-care is sleeping schedule, shower schedule, food, whatever. Sleeping schedule was not there. I was going to sleep 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was going to sleep at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Like, since I've been home off of winter break, y'all, I've been going to sleep at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, like, sleeping good. Face at the end of the bed, feet at the head, or diagonal. Like, I've been sleeping good because, like, I'm not a night hawk, you know? Like, I've always been a morning person. I've always been the most productive in the morning. I mean, if I'm up at night, that's cool, but I don't just be up just scrolling just because, or doing homework late at night just because. Like, I wasn't prioritizing my time. So with my sleep schedule being wonky, you can already know my eating habits. was bad. Like my eating habits were horrible. Like when I say horrible, my eating habits were horrible. Like I maybe ate once a day. If I ate once a day, it was junk food, or it might be like an on-campus restaurant, but that was my food once a day. Wasn't drinking water as often, wasn't taking my vitamins as often, wasn't like I didn't cook this whole semester yet. Like, so imagine how my diet was if I didn't cook this whole semester. What did I think I cooked? No, I didn't. But the only thing I've cooked has been like eggs and sausage, turkey sausage in the morning. Like that's it. So my eating habits were not good at all, y'all. I definitely repped the repercussions. My little brother came to me the other day. He said, "Kyla, you eat too much junk food," and he was touching my stomach, and I'm like, dang, like what you trying to say? Like what you trying to say? Like just say that. I just wasn't taking care of myself as much as I needed to, and I started to get more bumps on my face. Like I have some still on my face now, on my chin. Like I have one grown. Like I wasn't taking care of myself like I should have, and I wasn't adding my brain with knowledge, I guess you would say. I wasn't reading. I wasn't, and not even books. Like I'm not just a book reader. Like I like to read poem books, but I have like CNN on my phone, and sometimes like I'll just read CNN, like what's going on in the world. I would just watch like YouTube. Like I stopped watching YouTube, y'all. Like I would watch YouTube just to learn more stuff. Like I'll just randomly watch a YouTube video about new hair, or how to edit a video, or how to build a desk, like random stuff, like just random videos. And I wasn't doing that, and that's a part of my self-care. And I started to see myself do certain stuff, like doing stuff for other people. So for instance, like I would only take a in-depth shower, like exfoliating 30 minutes long, like scrubbing, like all that stuff, if I'm finna go see a man, or if I'm finna like go out with my friends, or I'm finna go out to like, if I know I'm not finna be all up on people, that's what I would do. But why am I doing that for someone else? I'm not doing that for myself. Like if I'm just taking a shower because I know I'm finna stay in the house, I'm taking a 15-minute shower and calling it a day. But that's not how it should be. I should want to do all that in-depth stuff for myself, not for nobody else. Next, we going to school. I'm doing a semester recap, and I ain't even talked about school. This semester, thank the Lord, I've ended up with all A's, and my lowest grade was a B. Like in college, if you don't know, like it's B minus, B plus, A minus, A plus, whatever. So my lowest grade was just a regular B. I don't study, but with me not studying, I could have had all A's if I studied no class that I had B's in. I could have came out this semester 4.0, but I didn't. I got by the bare minimum. I got by just doing what I had to do, or I got by just looking at a study guide and seeing what I do know, what I don't, and just go about it. And with that in college, that is not a good habit at all. A lot of people don't know how to study. I am one of those, but in college you definitely need to learn how to study, because it's gonna come times, like I'm just a sophomore. I can't imagine myself saying this my junior year that I did not study for something and I still gotta be. Like, I can't imagine that. And for just more insight or whatever, I'm a marketing major, like I said earlier. So I had econ class, I had a public writing class, I had a finite math, like a business math class, I had a business class, I had a music class, and I missed one class. But those were like basically my classes this semester. The ones that I had B's are the ones that are harder. And like I said, I thank the Lord, but I can't continue to do that. I can't continue to not study. I've never been one of those girls, one of those college students who could stay 1 or 2 o'clock in the library. My friends, if they watch this far into the video, they gonna laugh, because they used to always try to have me staying there, and I'm not. I'm sorry. Like I said, I be going to sleep early. I be wanting to be in my bed. I be wanting to be in my room early. I might not go to sleep at 2 o'clock when I was at college, but I can't see me being in the library at 2 o'clock in the morning. Had just not been me. And some people may say that's because you're a business major, and that's another thing I hate. I hate how people try to like downplay business majors. Like, I chose to be a business major, just like you chose to major in biochem, pre-med, whatever. Like, don't talk down on me because you chose that. Like, you don't know what's hard. Being a business major, I didn't know how much math I would have to do, and I hate math. So that's one of my biggest struggles. Do I know anything about covalent bonds and doing something to a formula or no, I don't know none of that, and I choose not to know none of that because that's not what I chose to do. But you're trying to say, oh, your work easy, you don't have to study because you're a business major, or whatever the case may be. Oh, well, put this thing, oh, that's because you're a business major. Or, oh, if you did this, you wouldn't do this, you wouldn't pass this. Of course I wouldn't, because I chose not to pick that. You chose to pick the major, and it's hard for you. I'm not finna choose that because that's not what I want to do. I'm not finna choose nothing that I don't think I'm finna succeed in, and I'm always up for a challenge, but I have never been interested in doing any of that. So I chose what I was interested in. So don't come for me, because you had the same opportunity to choose being a business major, but you didn't. So don't come downplaying talking about us, because that's just like, don't do that. We are all here for college education. We are all black educated people. So why would you want to tear another black person down because your work is harder than what my work is? Because you can say that my work is easier, but you come in this econ class and do this stuff. Are you gonna know how to do it? Probably not, because that's not what you're interested in. That's not what you have a passion for. That's not what you have an idea for. You're not gonna get it. If I sit in your chem class, I know dang well I'm not gonna do that, because I'm not gonna pass, or whatever the case may be, because that's not what I'm interested in. So I'm not gonna put my all in my work, or I'm not gonna try to understand it, because that's not what I want to understand. We all black people. Let's uplift anybody. If I wanted to be a psych major, if I want to be a graphic design major, we are all in college. We are all at this PWI campus being black scholars. So uplift everybody, whether you a chem major or whether you a, I don't know, a marketing major. Like, don't talk about it. So yeah, like, that's just a little rant, because I didn't balance everything the way I should have. Thank the Lord I ended up with all A's and B's. Do I know how to go about things next semester? I definitely do. Do I regret how I went about any of the things I did this semester? No, I don't have any regrets, but I definitely would have went about some stuff in different ways if I knew how it was going to be. But how you gonna know how it's gonna be if you never went through it, you know? And someone can tell you, but I've always been the type of have the experience myself to kind of actually get a feel for it and actually learn. And that's a good and a bad thing, but that's just how I've basically been my whole life. So I had to go through it, and now I see how it is. So next semester, it's gonna be different. Like I said, YouTube videos every week. My self-care up there. My relationships gonna be good. I'm gonna be able to balance work, Zeta, and schoolwork. Like, I mean, work, Zeta, and yeah, schoolwork. Like, I'm gonna be able to do all that because I was able to see how it is this semester, and now I'm going to do really good. Like, yes, I'm gonna do really good, y'all. I'm speaking into existence. Like, it's gonna be the year. Next semester, it's gonna be higher than this semester. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want any more college videos, any advice, recaps, like, definitely let me know. You can always comment video ideas or whatever the case may be. Make sure y'all comment some stuff in the description. Like, if it's in my, like, talk to me, y'all. I love to comment, read what y'all gotta say what you got back. If you have any, oh, definitely, if y'all have any questions about the University of Tennessee, let me know. I'm gonna do a video soon about answering questions about the Tennessee. But yeah, just yeah, y'all just let me know, and I got y'all. I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Send this video to your friend, send this video to their friend, to your friend, to tell you this video to their parents, and their parents to their friend. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, like, just tell them to do the whole thing. But I really hope y'all enjoy, and I will talk to y'all later.